In 2008, the financial world was on fire. Lehman Brothers collapsed, banks were bleeding billions, and the global economy teetered on the edge of total collapse. But in the eye of the storm, one man stayed calm, Jamie Dimon. While others panicked, he made moves that will only save JPMorgan Chase, but turn it into the only major bank to thrive. How did he do it? The answer will shock you. Jamie Dimon was born in 1956 in Queens, New York, into a family already immersed in finance. His father, Theodore Dimon, was a stockbroker who often took young Jamie to the office. It was here that he first learned the rhythms of the market, the risk, the rewards, and the psychology behind every trade. In school, Dimon showed a natural aptitude for numbers and strategy. At Tufts University, he studied economics, graduating with top honors. Then came Harvard Business School, where he not only absorbed finance theory, but also developed a sense for corporate strategy that will define his career. Early mentors like Sandy Weil would shape him, teaching lessons in negotiations, leadership, and risk-taking. Dimon's rise wasn't just about talent. It was about observation, learning, and timing. All of this experience will soon be tested in a way no textbook could prepare him for, the 2008 financial crisis. Dimon's first major role was at American Express, followed by a meteoric rise at Citigroup. By 1980s, he had already earned a reputation as fearless decision-maker. He survived boardroom battles, internal conflicts, and the volatile market environment, all while honing his ability to read risk while others couldn't. By 2000, Dimon joined JPMorgan Chase, bringing a mix of aggressive strategy and disciplined caution. He quickly became CEO, positioning the bank to face the inevitable turbulence that the next decade will bring. Little did anyone know his early lessons and mentors had prepared him for a storm far bigger than any boardroom skirmish. Long before 2008, Dimon quietly built JPMorgan's fortress. He focused on strong capital reserve, diversified assets, and careful risk assessment, while many competitors were chasing short-term gains and speculative mortgage-backed securities. He also fostered a culture that rewarded prudence. Teams were encouraged to challenge risky decisions, and transparency were emphasized across all levels. Dimon understood that crises don't announce themselves. They arrive silently, and preparation is everything. The calm and foresight he built will soon be tested in a storm that no one could ignore. When the housing bubble burst in 2008, defaults skyrocketed, liquidity froze, and panic engulfed Wall Street. Lehman Brothers collapsed, and the domino effect threatened to wipe out the financial system. Amid this chaos, Dimon made a bold move: the acquisition of Bear Stearns, a bank on the brink of collapse. While critics called it reckless, Dimon saw an opportunity to stabilize the market, protect JPMorgan's position, and acquire assets at an unprecedented value. Behind the scenes, negotiations were tense. Executives feared exposure, regulators worried about risk, but Dimon's calm, calculated approach turned uncertainty into a decisive advantage. The acquisition saved Bear Stearns, but it was only the beginning. The next challenge will test Dimon's judgment on a much larger stage. The US government rolled out the Troubled Asset Relief Program, offering $700 billion to rescue failing banks. JPMorgan was offered $25 billion only. Dimon accepted, not out of necessity, but strategically. It was a move to inspire market confidence, signal stability, and prevent JPMorgan from being singled out. While other CEOs stumbled under pressure, Dimon used the opportunity to strengthen his position quietly, showing the market that JPMorgan was a bank you could trust even in chaos. Dimon implemented rigorous stress tests, scrutinized liquidity, and created protocols that minimized exposure to failing assets. Every decision was precise, calculated, and aimed at stability. Beyond numbers, Dimon managed fear itself. He communicated openly with investors, employees, and regulators, becoming the calm anchor in the sea of panic. While others hid, Dimon led from the front, turning fear into strategic advantage and guiding his team through uncertainty. The move he made now will define not only JPMorgan's survival, but his entire legacy. When the crisis passed, JPMorgan Chase wasn't just surviving, it was thriving. Dimon acquired distressed assets at bargain prices, expanded market share, and reported record profits. His calm leadership and calculated risk-taking had transformed a global catastrophe into a competitive advantage. While competitors scrambled, JPMorgan had emerged untouchable, a silent giant commanding respect across Wall Street. The bank that survived the worst financial crisis in decades had done so because of one man's foresight, discipline, and fearless decision-making. Jamie Dimon's story is more than survival. It's a masterclass in leadership under pressure. Calm, foresight, and decisive action turn potential disaster into dominance. For anyone navigating turbulent times, whether in business or life, the lesson is clear. Prepare relentlessly, act boldly, and maintain clarity when the world around you loses it. In the end, crises don't just reveal weaknesses, they reveal leaders, and Jamie Dimon proved he was among the strongest.